I'm Lindsey Blackburn with Teamwork Property Management in Charleston, South Carolina, and I am the broker-in-charge. So I first started working with Better Who after I met Matthew Tringali at a Southern States conference probably about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And just his insight into exactly what my pain points were at that point convinced me that working with him would help me just sort out some of the noise that I was having about the next steps and where I should take the business. So with my current company, with Teamwork Property Management, we started by signing up with our group coaching program that just started. I'm really enjoying that, both being able to mastermind and network with people who are currently in the same place that I am in my company, smaller size company, but also being able to do the same thing with people who have already been there and moved on to the next level. So I can talk to people who are where I am now and also people who are where I want to go. And I've also used Better Who as an RTM placement, and we just hired our first administrative employee through Better Who, and I was blown away by the quality of applicants that I had to interview. Definitely had reservations about how am I going to train them appropriately and how am I going to stay connected. They kicked off the training because Better Who does have a course, a property management course and AI training for all of our placed RTMs that they start off with. And then they also will guide us on the best way to stay connected and different tools that have been successful with other people in the past. So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel every time. I think that just the ability and importance of putting together well-designed processes and then using and how best to use AI in our businesses without sacrificing the human interaction and the human touch. We just did a demo with Betty Who, and I'm so excited because I feel like there's still a ton of information that lives in my head and that being able to set Betty Who up because she has prompts. So she'll walk me through giving her the information that I want everyone else to have. And then for any of my staff members to be able to put in that question and get the information from her exactly how I want it to be. It's going to be a game changer. I think everything's running pretty smoothly so far. At times, I think just about anything that can be on Zoom that maybe sometimes they're not getting, whoever's leading the discussion isn't really getting as much interaction and feedback as they would like. I think that's unfortunately just a product of Zoom sometimes because we can easily be distracted into answering an email or reading a text message while that's going on. I think I would love to be able to, there have been several events this week for those of us in the Who crew, but I think it would be really awesome if during these big conferences and stuff, if we could have an in-person mastermind session. The group coaching is super affordable and it'll definitely get your feet wet, especially if you're not sure that you're quite ready for one-on-one weekly coaching, then this is a good segue. And the group coaching allows 2 people from your company to join. So it can be 2 business partners, or if it's a husband and wife that run a company together, or even an owner and a BDM, or an owner and a property manager. And so I think it would and you can be in different mastermind groups too, depending on whatever your focus is. So I think it's super affordable as an entry level. So just go for it. You won't regret it. It'll pay for itself. I'm in a mastermind group with people who are in the same place that my company is. Smaller, younger companies. We're going through these pain points of transitioning from a single operator or solopreneur, as Jay puts it, into having staff and therefore having to get all the information out of our head and into a usable place for those bringing us on and training them. And so being in a mastermind with other people who are going through that same thing, they have an AI mastermind that's developing a BDM mastermind. And so those are definitely super hyper-focused areas of knowledge. I am the BDM for my company at this point, but once we have someone specific for that role, that's all they're doing. And they're saturated in that environment to be able to talk to other people who are doing the same thing. And you're talking about the same limited scope. There's already a level of trust there, but I'm sure it will build even more. And so it's like where you can really open up about what is really causing you angst or keeping you up at night. And it's kind of a safe space where we can bounce ideas off of each other and see what's worked and what's not worked.